Click the bell icon to get latest videos from Ekeeda.
Hello friends, in today's video we are going to see various parameters of op-amp. The parameters or characteristics of op-amp are important from design point of view, depending upon the application. Because on the basis of this parameter, we can compare the various op-amp IC and we can select the suitable IC for desired application. The parameter or characteristics of op-amp is divided into two types, AC parameters or AC characteristics and DC parameter or DC characteristics. Now let's see these parameters one by one. The first parameter that we need to consider is nothing but open loop gain. The differential gain in open loop configuration is called as open loop gain of the op-amp and it is denoted by AV. It is given by VO equals to AV into VD, where VO is the output voltage, AV is the open loop gain and VD is the differential input signal. VD is nothing but difference between the two input signal applied at the input terminal of op-amp. If V1 and V2 are the voltages applied at the input terminal of op-amp, then the value of VD is nothing but V1 minus V2. Therefore, the differential gain or open loop gain is defined as the gain with which the op-amp can amplify the differential signal VD properly. So VO is equals to AV into VD. In other way, we can define open loop gain as the ratio of output voltage to the differential signal, that is VO by VD. The second parameter that we need to consider for op-amp is nothing but input resistance Ri. The input resistance is defined as the equivalent resistance measured either at the inverting or non-inverting terminal of the op-amp with other terminal connected to ground. It is denoted by Ri and it is decided by the input stage of the op-amp. If the op-amp internally uses BJT, then the value of Ri is in the range of few mega ohms. And if the op-amp uses FET as internal circuits, then the value of Ri is in the range of gigahertz. The value of Ri should be finite, but it should be as high as possible. The next parameter that we need to consider is nothing but the output resistance RO. The output resistance is measured at the output terminal of op-amp by connecting or by short-circuiting the input terminal. The value of output resistance should be minimum. The value of output resistance determine the capability of the voltage regulation and current sourcing capability of the output stage. The next parameter that we need to consider is nothing but input capacitance CI. The input capacitance is defined in the same way as the input resistance. It is defined as the equivalent capacitance that is measured either at the inverting or non-inverting terminal of op-amp with other terminal connected to ground. The next parameter that we need to consider is nothing but input offset voltage VIOS. Ideally, whenever there is no input signal, the output is supposed to be zero. But practically, it is not possible. Due to the imbalance present at the input stage of op-amp or due to the variation in the characteristics of transistors used in the input stage of op-amp, some amount of voltage present at the input stage of op-amp, because of which the output appears at the output terminal even if we are not applying any input to the input terminal. So it is very much important to reduce that output voltage to zero. Therefore, we require to nullify the output voltage. To nullify the output voltage, we require to provide some differential offset voltage at the input terminals of the op-amp. So the offset voltage applied at the input terminal of the op-amp to nullify the output is called as input offset voltage. This input offset voltage should be as small as possible and it depends on temperature. Now, the next parameter that we are going to consider for selecting op-amp is nothing but output offset voltage. As we just saw, the input offset voltage is nothing but the voltage that we applied at the input terminal. So the output offset voltage is the voltage that appears because of the input offset voltage. The output is supposed to be zero when there is no input signal. But due to some imbalance or due to some common mode signal, the input present at the input terminal of the op-amp. So whatever output produces because of the input offset voltage is called as output offset voltage. It should be as small as possible. The next parameter that we are going to consider is nothing but input bias current IB. The input bias current is defined as the average of current flowing through the inverting and non-inverting terminal of op-amp. That means IB is equals to IB1 plus IB2 divided by 2. IB1 is the current flowing through the non-inverting terminal of op-amp and IB2 is the current flowing through the inverting terminal of op-amp. Practically, whenever there is no input signal, the value of IB1 and IB2 should be 0. But due to the finite resistance, input resistance at the input terminal, the value of IB1 and IB2 are not equal. Also, they are not zero because of the some characteristics difference of the transistor present at the input stage. The value of IB should be as small as possible, and it also depends on temperature. So this is what about the input base current, which is an average of current flowing through inverting and non-inverting terminal of op-amp. Now the next parameter that we are going to consider is nothing but common mode rejection ratio. We know that whenever the same signal appears at the inverting and non-inverting terminal of op-amp, then the signal is called as common mode signal. We can say a noise signal is considered as common mode signal. Therefore, when the common mode signal appears at the input of the op-amp, the output of op-amp becomes zero. So the parameter common mode rejection ratio basically defines an ability of the amplifier to reject the common mode signal, and it is called as common mode rejection ratio. Higher value of CMRR indicates that the circuit or the device having high capability to reject the common mode signal so that the output cannot be a zero. The common mode rejection ratio is defined as the ratio of differential gain to the common mode gain. That is, CMRR is equals to AD upon AC. It is expressed in terms of decibel. Higher value of CMRR should always be considered while selecting the op-amp so that we can get a proper output without considering a common mode signal, and op-amp can have an ability to reject a common mode signal. Now the next parameter that we are going to consider is nothing but the input offset voltage, that is IIOS. The input offset voltage is nothing but the algebraic difference between the current flowing through the non-inverting terminal of op-amp and inverting terminal of op-amp, and it is given as IIOS is equals to IB1 minus IB2, where IB1 is current flowing through the non-inverting terminal of op-amp and IB2 is the current flowing through the inverting terminal of op-amp. Its value depends on temperature, and it should be as small as possible. When op-amp uses FET in the internal circuit, then the value of IIOS is in the range of picofarad. The value of IB1 and IB2 are not equal due to the internal characteristics or imbalance in the characteristics of the transistors used in the internal stage of amplifier. The next parameter that we are going to consider is nothing but power supply rejection ratio, or PSRR. It is defined as the ratio of input offset voltage, that is change in the input offset voltage, to the variation in the input supply voltage. Therefore, PSRR is equal to delta VIOS upon delta V. It is also called as power supply sensitivity or supply voltage rejection ratio. The value of PSRR should be as small as possible, and it also depends on temperature. So from this parameter we come to know most of the parameters of op-amp are depend on temperature. Therefore, temperature is also considered as one of the important factors while selecting the parameter for any of the application. So this is what about the various parameters of op-amp which requires proper selection based on the value of temperature. So I hope you understand this topic. So thank you very much for watching this video. Stay tuned to Ekeeda, subscribe Ekeeda. Thank you.